today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 134 yards.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong. Takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. This defense for the Chiefs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash out. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Algier.
give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing.
Oh, that's a sad. They know what they're doing.
The head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good.
What, the wall there for a field goal? Yes, sir.
So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love the peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's a fourth quarter,
Motherfucker, man.
But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 17 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Chiefs at 11-2 now, and they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Mahomes toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jalen Carter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it, blocking it, and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mahomes throw pulled in by Jefferson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Mahomes firing complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
What up, bro?
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
Get him to put these motherfuckers on.
Yeah, at some point, I ain't in no rush though. They finna come out with the 6 anyway. Plus Grand Theft Auto ain't drop.
Mahomes to throw once more. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Give me a block. I need a good block.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away.
That didn't go how I thought it would.
Decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
Good job. That was a great run.
Leaving with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw.
All right, get that boy some more touchdowns,
Bunker
man.
on for the PAT.
He's trying to break Moss record, yo.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Algier going straight ahead.
Good job, TJ.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Herbert. No, bottled up.
No, that's impossible, bruh. That is wild as fuck, bruh.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll stick with Algier. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 44.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Everybody eating on defense when they come in them sacks,
44
man.
on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, you can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? He barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete to Alton. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here.
I could have threw to Justin.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 more there and another 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause.
You're down, but damn, my niggas ain't hear me saying, no new friends, no new
Try not to
friends.
stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. We'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Herbert. Dumps this one off to Algier. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up second.
Right there, interception.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may
come on, bro. God damn.
Game going back inside.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Algier now up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And
that's
this
fucking
won't be
crazy,
enough to
bro.
pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A nice play design there with the touchbacks. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's got this to Algier. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Got him one.
From 10 yards out. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
To try here for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. He's up to 70 yards now in his first half receiving as he's got a 1st down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Finally, no gain on the run there, and now they're looking at a third down. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion in a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try to defend that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Headed straight. It's Pacheco. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Wow. Pat.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Jefferson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7, or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basket, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. To the air again, Herbert. And he's taken down, Chiefs side. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say crosses at the 11-yard line. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I have no idea how many yards I have. This guy's having an...
what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Now for the point after.
He's got it, and it's 24-17.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Oh my God, bro!
For grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining.
What's up, man?
And what will be the final action of this first half? All right, we'll bypass the halftime.
Man, that's BS, bro.
Season game, and the team's coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3.
Fuck, man. I just fucked up my entire stats.
The overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this league could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Slow-ass fucking tight end.
Now here's Mahomes. his throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
The dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass that allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Yeah, they'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I got to get the nigga 100 rushing yards.
Kind of a clip and save because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think they got looked down before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Well, he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end Frying Youth over.
Good job.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment.
All right, Cam, it's your turn.
They'll run here with Akers. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Justin Jefferson with a touchdown under 20 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because they don't get some kind of points here. That next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the move past the 40. And down right around the 37. They get 10 more there. I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Give Algier from the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's second down and 8. Back to throw. Herbert. Quick throw. Good
job.
And incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
How?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So what do you do if you've got a defensive
Use that interception right about now.
The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
Well, a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Strickland. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Put Reed in.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Algier again. But he
for real?
as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and
Good
brings
job,
up
Nick.
third down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, you're a former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes, you're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw. A short one there to Flowey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Giving the game a 5 on the completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
There's no quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Two. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. In motion left goes a tight end. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Again, a 3-round play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's like this as the running game is becoming the NFL.
I show niggas better than tell niggas. I want the real niggas.
They've gone to their fullback play. And now caught it out.
You can't make this shit up, bro.
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
How wasn't that a sack?
So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
They'll give Downs here out of the gun. And he's corralled at the 40. But now before picking up 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Herbert has taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first.
He in the 30s, bro. He's going to throw a pick.
3rd and 2. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Again, Herbert. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
4th quarter.
George Karlaftis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Now bringing back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out?
Man, it's going good, man. I can't complain. What about you?
But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
All right, they got to touchdown.
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it back in, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy.
There he goes.
Good job, Ray.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
Come on, bro.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him.
No.
He could make a 1 or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw here. No surprise at this point. It's Freiermuth yet again. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That's small, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Some of them came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism. Great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their route.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back is past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. LA set to take over again on offense. That last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, the drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle, that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Shit!
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
They lighting our ass up, bro.
47 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of
I
running
remember
back.
Ford
This
sandwiches on my
this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
and he's going to be
sack that
and
nigga.
taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
and it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here.
That T.J. Watt was the best investment on defense.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense have got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except to applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
All I ever wanted was
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
These solid niggas left, but it's not enough.
Right at the 40-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Bro.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss and it brings up third.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
This is ridiculous! This is fucking ridiculous, dude! The fucking button jam!
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And the good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was when you didn't need the full time to make the selection. He caught him picking early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. Herbert is going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Well, getting to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Chargers
Elwood get the goddamn interception,
man. 5 times and their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. His man complete. That's Strickland. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Algier now up the middle. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Algier taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And they'll have Herbert try to throw.
Crazy, y'all.
It's complete. He's down. The conversion good, and we'll tie in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the timeout, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Come on, bro. Y'all know what the fuck.
Tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Here's 2nd down. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Rolling to his right. Completes this to Jefferson. Now 2nd down and a few inches. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. Well, he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st down. Mahomes to throw it. That'll be caught by Rice. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A big play looming on 3rd down. Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes. And look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Daniel Henry. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity, but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they get that point.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. KC's offense ready to take over. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Akers. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Eluding the pressure right. Complete. Jefferson the target. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 20 yards. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you say if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Well, like you alluded to, especially this
I like that.
field. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You got a confident thrower right now.
This man still ain't got a fucking 100. It's so hard for this dude
to
get 100 yards.
That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want it.
This is caught. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way home, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for Kansas City, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Garden. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Bro, they weren't even on the field for 7 minutes. We almost lost this shit.
How does it feel? Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I'm lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? Lost without you, can't help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? shit, alright, so. $1,000. Oh yeah. It gotta be like 23. Right. This is very hard to get 23, bro. I'm say you gotta break that record, though. You gotta get it. So you need 4 more touchdowns. Alright, that's 3 more games to get it. I'm not letting Max Crosby get no fucking sack on me. Fuck that. We doubling every fucking time.